So for this project, I found a purple piece of kind of cardstock. It's a little bit thicker paper. If you have any construction paper or anything like that, that would work great for you. I have some scrap paper that I found around the house. I chose to use paper yellows, different colors of yellow paper, because my star is going to be purple and I want my colors to be complementary. So you could do red, green, blue, orange. I'm doing purple, yellow, but you don't have to do that. That's not a requirement. You could also use scrap paper out of your recycle, like old pieces of mail, magazines, boxes, anything you can find. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to kind of sketch out a star on my paper. Now, it's really hard to draw a perfect star. So I'm going to let my star just be kind of wonky and kind of a fun shaped star. I'm not going to worry about doing a perfect star. If you do want to do some kind of a perfect star shape, then you might want to get online and see if you can find a pattern. But I'm just going to let mine be kind of off kilter a little. So I've got some lines kind of roughed in on there. I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut. Now this will be the back, so of course my pencil lines won't show. I'll turn it over when I'm done cutting it out. And I'm not going to follow my pencil lines exactly, but they're kind of giving me a guide here. I'm going to have this kind of fun little wonky shaped star. Let's see. There we go. So see, it's kind of let me get this paper out of the way. So it's kind of a fun shaped star. It's not a perfect star, but I kind of think that gives it some personality. So now my next step is to take my scrap paper and just cut it into small pieces. You can tear it if you want to, but since I'm doing more of the mosaic here, I'm going to leave a little bit of purple space between all my pieces of paper, which is more of a mosaic look. That's why I'm cutting it, to get a straight edge on my paper. Now, so you can see I'm just cutting them kind of small. I'm cutting lots of kind of triangle shapes because there's points on my star. Just kind of, and I can always go back, and if I need to cut something specifically to fit in a certain place, I can always go back and do that. Now, I already had some cut over here, so I'm going to add that to my pile. And I like to just go ahead and have a pile ready. I don't like to have to stop and cut it. I like to have lots of paper to choose from over here. So you can see I just picked kind of some off-white, some yellow, just anything that was kind of gold, yellow, that would kind of be complementary to my purple. And now what I like to do, I'm going to get my glue stick, but I'm going to go ahead and lay out a couple pieces at a time. So that looks kind of cool there. And I'm just going to lay out a couple of pieces, and once I get it how I like it, then I will start to glue. So I think that looks kind of cool. So I need to find a triangle that can fit in there. So maybe I'll cut this one to fit. Let's see if this will fit. So here's an example where I'm actually going to cut a piece. There we go. All right, so that all fits. Nothing's really touching, and it all has that little purple space between it, which makes it look like a mosaic, or almost like you're doing tile. Mosaic is a type of kind of like tiling. I'm going to put my glue on there. I'm going to glue that down. And I'm just gonna keep on going with each one of those pieces. Let me get a scrap paper over here to glue on. I always like to have a scrap paper to glue on so I don't get glue on my fingers and all over the table. Okay, and I don't want that to touch the edge. I want there to be a space there. Okay, now I'm gonna do this piece. And your spaces don't have to be perfect. That's part of what kind of makes this fun, is your spaces can all be a little bit off, and it just gives it a kind of some energy. So there's the top of my star. Now I'm just going to keep filling my star in, and I'll come back and show you when I'm done. So here is my finished mosaic star. You can see I used all those different kinds of yellows. It's really cute and ready to go. So I can't wait to see what you come up with. Finish yours up and send me a picture. Have fun.